Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the YouTube channel. I'm Jim. Thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe. Coming up are some shorts. I apologize ahead of time for the transitions that are going to be going on. But finishing up the review on this Weatherby 307 Range XP and 280 Ackley Improved. Some things, and stay around for the conclusion. I think it's better for me to do the conclusion at the end after you've watched the videos that'll kind of explain what you saw. To start with, in one of the videos I'll also say this, one of the subscribers commented questioning the weight that I said in a video, and I was wrong. I said it was 7.1 pounds. The actual weight is 8.11. So that's the actual weight. So I apologize for that, but I did go back and weigh it several times, and that's what it was. So just wanted to be sure of that. And that was full dressed out, 4 rounds in the magazine, scope rings, the whole 9 yards, with the exception of I was just measured it with the cap on the muzzle instead of the muzzle brake, and also there's no sling on the rifle. So stay tuned for the end of the video, and I'll give you my final conclusions for whatever they're worth. Thank you, and I apologize again for the transitions that you're going to go through, but we had to video this. Apologize for the wind. It's Wyoming. It's fall in Wyoming, and the wind just seems to want to blow. So thank you. Well, this is Jim, and welcome to our YouTube channel. We're out on the range here in Wyoming. It's a little nasty, a little breezy, but we're going to try this 307 Weatherby and 280 Ackley Improved. It is the Range XP. We've been doing a little work with it. This is the first time really to stretch its legs. So let's put the first round down through the barrel. Remember, like and subscribe, leave comments or questions, and also I need to correct something. I had said in one of my previous videos that this rifle loaded out was 7.1 pounds. One of my viewers questioned that, and it is 8.11 pounds. Just as you see it right here, magazine in the well, 4 rounds in it, and a Zeiss 3.5 to 10-44 optic on it. So as it sits right here, no sling or anything. So let's try this out. We're going to be shooting a couple different loads. I don't know how much we'll video, but we're testing about this time, and this is a 160 grain Nosler partition in Peterson brass, sitting on top of IMR 4350, and I will not give you the grain weight of that. But it is safe. It is below maximum in the Nosler reloading manual. So let's go ahead and put one downrange. Please, when you're on a range, there's nobody else here but us, but please be cautious of the people around you. Be safe in handling your firearm. And we are shooting at about 110 yards. Trigger's good, crisp. Recoil feels good. May have to adjust this scope for sure. We'll put another one in there and see what we got. Okay, we're going to pause the video right here. We'll pick it up down at the target. Okay, we're coming up on the target. Like I said, this is about 110 yards. They moved these back a little bit, so they're a little further off. And that's 4 shots. Not too good. May not like these things, but again, that's a 160 grain Nosler partition. This is the first load out of the gates, and the rifle's got less than 20 rounds to it so far. So it looks like, you know, we're bracketing. It looks like I need to bring it down some, but we'll put 3 more down here and see how it does. So we'll be back. Okay, made some scope adjustments there to kind of bring it down and back to the left a little bit. Again, it's pretty windy out here, probably 10 or 15 miles an hour. It's kind of hard to tell that where we are, but yeah, we got a little wind, so we're going to put 3 more down there and see how these 3 do. Again, this is the very first load I've tried in the rifle, so the one thing I have noticed is the magazine, when the rounds are in the magazine, whether there's 4 or 5, it's not always picking up that last round in the magazine, and so I'll have to look into that, talk to Weatherby and see what they've got to say about that. So, but cycle and feed is good. So I think that was me that time, Nick. Okay, here we are again, and we're back to this not picking up the last round out of the magazine. So we're going to put 1 in the magazine. And it picked it up. Yeah, it's going over top of that last round in the magazine, so. Okay, we'll put you on hold and we'll be right back. Well, that's a little better. I still got to do a little more scope adjustment, and it's getting broke back in a little bit. I think that was my last one after having that fail to feed business going on, so might have got off a little. And to be honest with you, the crosshair in this scope is not the best for trying to target shoot. It's a hunting reticle, so it's not very fine. So there we are. It's going to settle down, I do believe, but we got to do something with that failure to feed business and see what's going on with that. Well, folks, I'm going to end this video here. We're going to play with the rifle a little more. Recoil's very good, stock's very good, works good. I believe it's going to be a great rifle, and I believe it'll be a tribute to the Weatherby line and their fine firearms. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you and have a great rest of your weekend. Well, folks, thank you for enduring this video to the end. My final conclusions on the Weatherby Range XP in 280 Ackley improved. Number one, I was able to correct the failures to feed from the magazine on this particular rifle. I do not know if that is going to be true on other rifles, but the floor plate is a Magpul floor plate and Magpul magazine, and under this floor plate, under the 2-action screws, Weatherby uses spacers. That's not unusual, but the spacers, I'll get where Nick can see them, are kind of U-shaped, and they're about 15 to 18 thousandths each. I took these 3 out from under the rear screw, allowing this magazine well to recess up into the stock a little more, positioning the back of this magazine closer to the bolt travel, and it has not failed to feed since. We did go ahead and shoot it a good bit. It seems to like 140 better than 160, but again, these are the first loads, brand new brass, not max loads, anywhere near max loads. The rifle shoots wonderful. The stock really feels good. The cheek piece is just right for me. If you watch the video, you'll see the recoil is very manageable with 160 grain. And to be honest, it's about a grain off of max. Maybe a grain 0.2, something like that. So I'm going to continue to play with it. But do I recommend this rifle? Yes. At a little over 8 pounds, dressed out as it is a great rifle. It handles good, it feels good, and it's going to shoot well. I can already see the potential in that. It loves the 140s for some reason. It's clover leafing 140s very consistently inside 3/4 of an inch, certainly beating Weatherby's 1 MOA guarantee. So if you're on the fence about this rifle, give it a look. It is a good rifle. I believe it's going to be a good rifle for many years to come. So thank you for enduring these videos. Like and subscribe, comment, or ask questions. Now, the next video series that's going to come out will likely not be as long as this one. I just wanted to go into a lot more detail, but I'll be looking at an offering from Bergara. The Bergara B14 Ridge. This one is in 7mm 08, and we'll be looking at this rifle. I've had it a little while, shot it a good little bit, and we'll talk about it. Probably one video will do it for it. So thank you. God bless you, and have a great week ahead.